And good morning, it's JC here from Alcohol Cheers But Ciao. Okay, so what is the secret to controlling or getting rid of alcohol out of your life completely? Well, it's no real secret. It's a multi-stage process. The first thing, of course, you have to do is admit you've got a problem. I spent the first 25 years of my drinking career, as it were, from 18 onwards. I didn't have a problem. I didn't see an issue with it. I actually really enjoyed it. The side effect of the hangover was, it was like, when I was drinking, I was stealing fun from tomorrow when I was drinking, but I was having fun doing it. I was recovering pretty well. I was pretty young. All my friends were doing it, certainly socially. My family was drinking, not too heavily. I was the heaviest drinker in my family. And then all my work colleagues were doing it. They were going to the pub, they were getting slaughtered, they were getting hammered. We were doing day drinking, afternoon drinking. It was just, I was awash with alcohol, and I didn't see a problem. I didn't see a problem until about 10 years ago. So admitting you've got a problem, first of all, and the trigger for me was that it was affecting my personal life, it was affecting my business life, and it was affecting my health and wallet, of course. But it got to a point where I had to do something about it, because if I carried on down that path, I was going to have the kind of life that I wouldn't be proud of, or worse. I started getting depressed, anxiety started being a major focus, and pills weren't helping. So that was my trigger. So number one is admitting you've got a problem. Number two is reaching out to somebody. It's very hard to do this on your own. I'm here to help you. If you do not have any family or friends or a partner that is supportive, the whole point of my service to you, my website, my channel, is to help you and to mentor you, either via a course which is customized to suit your unique circumstances, or up to one-on-one mentoring, and I'll involve the team that I have behind me of counsellors and therapists. So number one is understanding and admitting you've got a problem. Number two is reaching out to someone for support. Very hard to do this journey alone. Number three is having a plan. I'll work with you on that plan to sobriety or controlling your drinking like I have. I can now actually have social drinks without the need or the trigger or the craving to continue drinking all night long. So that's now history for me. So I can help you get to that stage if you like. Even if you've tried multiple times before, we'll get to the root cause of why. 1, 2, and 3. Number 3 was having a plan. Number 4 is being accountable. This is probably the biggest part. The biggest part of what I do is I make you accountable. If you're not accountable to anyone, you're only accountable to yourself. There was a saying that says, we're terrible employees and even worse employers. And that comes down to personal responsibility. If you're only accountable to yourself and you let yourself down, oh well, who cares? No one's going to know about it often. But if you're accountable to somebody else, it makes it that much harder. So number 4 is accountability. Amongst all of that, it's finding the triggers, finding out what negative beliefs you have about yourself and why you drink. Why do you drink? Is it simply a dopamine addiction? You're after an instant buzz, but it goes to the extreme where you black out drunk, you forget the evening before. That's not healthy, and you know it. You may have tried to quit multiple times, but, and it hasn't worked. I'm here to try and get you on a path that turns your life around, that gets you to running at 100%, so you'll never look back. Are you always an addict? Well, it depends on your level of alcohol dependency. I would consider myself a recovering addict. I think most people who are alcoholics who get to my level are recovering. They've always got to watch themselves. It's like any addiction, whether it's gambling, whether it's food, whether it's drugs or cigarettes. You've got to kind of have a plan in place and a lifestyle shift to keep your mind occupied in other areas. So I was having alcohol because I was bored. I was having alcohol when I was sad. I was having alcohol to celebrate when I was happy. It just happened to be part of what I did. But it turned into a full-blown addiction. And in the last 10 years of my life, I knew I needed to make a change. It took me 10 years for the switch to finally go click. And about a year ago, I came up with a plan that worked for me. I did some self-realization, I got some help, and I'd like to share my insights and findings with you. So let's work together and get on a plan to recovery to get you sober or in control of your drink at least. I look forward to chatting to you soon. Ciao.